Hey friends, so we are on round 2 of raising some broiler chickens again. We ordered 100 chickens and the hatchery decided to send us 119, which was a big shock, but we are grateful and excited to continue this new adventure with the extra chicks in mind. We started out by cleaning out the area where the chicks were going to live. I have a brooder and a huge mess gets made underneath, so we remove the brooder outside, completely clean it out, and get it ready for the chicks. I made a video showing how we built this brooder, and I get a lot of questions about how I clean it, and this is literally one way. I will use a small hand shovel, or I will also use larger shovels, kind of like the mini ones that you can use in the yard. And typically I have other people to help me pull it in and out, but this day I didn't, and so a dolly worked really good because it's made to be somewhat lightweight. I'm not going to say it's heavy and like I could just pick it up, because I can't. So I also rinse it out and wash it out with soap and water, and do my best to just, get everything out of it. Whatever's left is kind of when I'll pull out that shovel and use it to get the rest of the stuff at the bottom. Anyways, I take it back into the cottage where we keep the chicks and just put it back in place. And I'm gonna be honest, I have never done this by myself, so I had a really hard time. I tried, bringing it all the way in with the dolly, but when you tip it up, it cannot go through the door. And my husband has these furniture rollers that I decided to use, and it worked really well to help me manipulate it and move it into place. Well, the cottage isn't as organized as I would like it to be. You can see, I have those electric wire fencing posts there, but I need to find a place for them. Anyways, once I go ahead and start filling it up with the wood chips. Now for the brooder I made, I use wood chips intentionally because if I use hay and have the heat lamp so close to it, it can start on fire. However, the wood chips need a lot higher of a temperature to catch fire, so I use wood chips. And I fill it up to about, I want to say like an inch high at first, and I'll add more over time as they, squish it down and urinate on it and whatnot. And I do have to change it in between them being in there, which is unfortunate because then I have to, shovel them around, but it works out. And I have these waters and also some feeders that I keep on hand for when I'm going to use the brooder. And I try to make sure to keep everything clean. That way animals don't get sick. We're not cross-contaminating things. We also have these brushes that we keep outside to clean out the water troughs and, in case we have to scrub anything. So they come in handy. We chose to order the chicks in September, and part of the reason we did that was because obviously summer was super hot here, and I wanted to make it towards where we wouldn't possibly hit like super cold, freezing weather when we had them, and September just seemed like the best time to order them. Now my brooder at the top, I'm having trouble with that part staying close and butted up to the brooder, so I went ahead and added another latch in order to keep that part from, I don't know, being broken or pried open. I do know my cats mess with the brooder a little bit because they see the baby birds and I'm sure they think, ooh, look, chicken. You have to be careful when I open this because the chicks try to like jump out and don't know better. See, that one almost fell on the ground. And when I put them in there, one of the things I'm intentional to do is to put their beaks in the water to make sure they start drinking. We noticed on the first day of them being in the brooder, they drank that water so fast we had to fill it up the same day. And now, I mean, it lasts the whole day. We did have one casualty, which is pretty good for the amount of birds we got. I just wanted to share what was going on the homestead. So I will see y'all in my next video. Y'all take care. Bye.